DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They start the drive with high. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward. Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now Lynch back into his end zone. He's got time in the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he bowls over him. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action, looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Folk's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing, Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try it, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Lynch. Out to the flat for Hyde. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Lynch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Lynch. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And back to the ground. Hyde. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lynch here off the bootleg. Caught left side, Garcon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
There he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
A 10th carry for Hyde, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And able to find Garcon. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now Lynch on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. third down, Lynch. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back.
And he loses the football a second time. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. The play clock's running down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go screen pass to Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And now Lynch finding time. Over the middle to Garcon. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come out in the pistol on second down. Hyde. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Lynch. He's got time. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Gun, it's Lynch. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jason Pierre-Paul able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. 6 yards is the pickup. And back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Here's Brad Wing now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now Hyde. And he's got room. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. and quickly they get to the line. Now it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch it now, Barney.
Watch twins.
Let's go. The
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And on the ground they go with a running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And He still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Lynch. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 44 yards away. And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And he'll be out of bounds here right where he would have been if he had taken a knee at the 25. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.